Hello there, my good people. It's your boy, the Man Penguin here, and we are back today with some Hearts of Iron 4. You know this video is going to be a bad one because we're in the Road to 56 mod today. Is this video going to be slightly topical, perhaps maybe in poor taste? Yeah. But, well, we're here today with the United States of Venezuela in the Road to 56 mod. Iron Man mode is on. We're leaving historical AI off. Obviously, nothing's been happening down here in this country or anywhere around here, so let's just get straight into this. This is just a normal video today. But we're here today in a pretty non-topical nation, nothing interesting, you know, just we're gonna address the Congress. We have 3 research slots, which, hey, that's pretty good, although this is the Road to 56 mod, so 3 research slots is basically like 2 research slots. Hey, we have an okay industry, I guess. It's, you know, not all bad in 3 divisions, so we're really very powerful. So we should really be feared. We're going to reorganize... Oh, never mind, we're gonna finalize the 1935 elections. Well, I forgot to mention the fact that we have military disloyalty and widespread corruption. These are things that end the Monroe Doctrine. Can we get that renamed to the Donroe Doctrine, please? And thank you. Are uncommon in regular Venezuela. Our elections are done, and who do I want again? Oh, yeah. I want Marcos Perez Jimenez. Yep, empowering him. He's gonna... Oh, my lord, he weird-looking guy. But that's fine. But being a Venezuelan oil economy, that'll probably cause us problems in the future, you know, with people saying, hey, we want your oil. So we're gonna do a National Recovery Act. We want to kind of wean off of that a little bit. Don't want our leader to get repossessed. Now we can follow the path of Juan Gomez and reinforce his legacy to, well, get rid of widespread corruption, thank you, God. But we finally lifted the oil curse. Hopefully that will protect our country from any, possible, you know, intervention. And with my corruption gotten rid of, well, now we can revive Gran Colombia. Who doesn't want a Gran Colombia, as opposed to a regular Colombia? Personally, I always prefer my Colombias Gran, but, you know, to each their own. You know, the Western Hemisphere is really a Venezuelan hemisphere, so we're gonna annex Colombia, replace their leader with a more friendly one, because you know what? Their resources are actually Venezuelan resources. Seems fair to do, I think. But Colombia, or as I'd like to call it, Western Venezuela, that was just the first stepping stone. Ecuador is next, you know. The Ecuadorians, they've been running a lot of heavy H into Venezuela, and that's unacceptable, so we blew up some of their boats. Now I'm gonna blow up their men. And there goes Ecuador, pretty easy. These even further Western Venezuelans, they were wired for sound, so I had to get rid of them. They were threatening my illegal guinea pig fighting ring, so I had to, you know, I had to bring them into the fold. World War II fired, and the cowardly Scandinavians responded by forming their own faction, the Northern European Treaty Organization, better known as NATO. Very neato of them. I'm shaking in my boots afraid. You know, the Germans are shaking in their boots afraid. Even the Soviets are. But to go west, you have to go east, and Britain just gave me Guyana, so they know what's right. Guyana is actually just Venezuelan. I've gotten word that the Dutch are hoarding toilet paper, food, an illegal guinea pig fighting ring, you know, luxury goods up here in this island, and that's unacceptable to me. So my army is very peacefully, you know, going in to take over. And the operation was successful. Nobody died. I didn't kill anybody. There were no casualties at all. At least not any casualties of importance. I mean, they were just Dutch. Come on. Can we really count them as casualties? But now we have toilet paper, food, and an illegal guinea pig fighting ring. We won't be able to get to our people, but hey, who cares? Luxury goods. Bolivar, he's telling me to invade Panama now. So that's what we're going to do now, just invade Panama, because they're the last link I need to be able to get core territory. I like core territory. I would even go so far as to say, I love core territory. Uh-oh, I'm getting backdoored here by the Peruvians. I wasn't necessarily expecting that. Hopefully there's not too many Peruvians on the border and, you know, 6 or 7 divisions should be able to handle it. I took out Panama, and now I can revive Bolivar's legacy and form whatever I'm supposed to form. I don't know. But that gives me core territory, so that's all I really care about. And my industry is way better now. And now, you know, Peru, they're still being slightly problematic, but I should be able to take care of them pretty well. And there goes Peru, not too bad. All right, time to say goodbye to Costa Rica. Probably going to snake my way through Nicaragua as well. It's pretty clear that I'm protecting my interests, you know, here in the Western Hemisphere, the Venezuelan Hemisphere, by liberating the Central American socialist dictatorships. I also have a war goal against the Bolivians. Apparently that's what ends the League of Nations, is me declaring war on Bolivia. Oh my god. There seems to be a lot of Bolivians. No, yeah, Bolivians. I don't think it should be a problem, though. I have Cass. No. Oh, they didn't. Oh, thank god. I thought they joined the Allies or something. Bolivia was a tougher nut to crack than I was expecting. Quite a bit tougher than I was expecting. But they are finally dead. I mean freed. Alright, now it's time for Paraguay. You know, the introduction of Rangers, and not just Rangers, but also the way Rangers affect the recon Rangers now. Well, it actually makes your division somewhat competent in fighting in the jungles. Somewhat competent. Not entirely, of course. This is still Hoi 4. And I do know there are technically specialized divisions you can make for fighting in certain terrain, but honestly, 99% of the time, it's easier just to ram your head against a wall with a ton of cast than it is to make specialized divisions. I mean, come on. Specialized divisions mean I actually have to coordinate my research somewhat competently. I don't want to do that. Oh boy, this is gonna be delightful. I just declared war on Cuba for the fun of it. They joined the fucking Allies. I hate the Allies. Son of a bitch. Yep, now they're all at war with me. Oh, this is gonna suck ass. No, dude, I'm not fucking joining your faction. I was able to seize the Panama Canal, and I've also taken over Cuba. So far, you know, things are kind of okay. I invaded Guatemala, so now I'm just gonna creep my way up and cross the southern border of America, which, well, I guess their southern border is now here, but you get the point of what I'm saying. I encircled a couple of British. They're gone. I couldn't fucking say it for the life of me. It's really sad to say that the British are actually more powerful than the Americans. Britain's kind of disgusting in Hoi 4 in general, and just actually in general, but especially in Road 56, dude. I don't know what happens to them. They, like, get cracked out. It's sad. Look at that. Brave ICE agents stopping illegal Venezuelans from crossing the border with drugs. Never mind, ICE was not able to stop the flow of drugs by illegal Venezuelans. Apparently, all you need to do to beat the border guards is go around them. I almost forgot to do division names again, but I didn't this time. We have Pupak's Little Debbie Division, Bodie's Smuggling Illegal Drugs on a Boat Division, Sparky's Illegal Alien Division, and Yellow Victini's Venezuelan Oil Division. Obviously, these names are very not topical. They have nothing to do with anything that's happened. I gotta say, though, I f***ing hate how slow Road to 56 runs. I hate it so much. It's just horrible, dude. Part of that is running the game on historical AI being off, you know? I mean, everybody and their mother just decides to go to war with historical AI being off. The other part is that every nation has a unique focus tree and pumps divisions out the ass. But, you know, that's life. What are you gonna do? We're men here, mostly, so we deal with it. Oh my god, there go the American pig dogs. They're gone. I should probably just walk through Canada now, huh? I got a war goal against the Argentinians and the Chileans. They're in a faction, of course, with the Uruguayans and the Brazilians. I'm gonna declare that war now. Why did the faction disband? What sense does that make? Why did the faction disband? That makes no sense. Very disappointing, quite like my son. You might even call him a failed abortion. Okay, whatever. I guess I'm just gonna immediately attack the guys here, whoever they are. Oh my god, Argentina just capped really fast. Wasn't expecting to be that quick. I killed Uruguay and I killed Chile, and also Argentina, obviously. And now I can unite Hispanic America, which should give me fours? I'm also gonna kick Brazil out. You know, kind of rude, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? I don't think I can be judged for this. They're just Portuguese Venezuelans, so I mean, I feel like I'm doing them a favor by bringing them into the fold. There are so many things I could say right now, but you know what? This video is already topical enough. I'm just gonna say that I'm naval invading, and I got a little battle going on right now. I thought the fleet I was fighting was a little bit bigger. It's not, but you know what? It is what it is. But the enemy fleet got absolutely decimated by my dumpy little ships. Venezuelans are now violating the borders of Britain. Granted, I mean, I kind of feel bad for them. You know, who the hell wants to go to Britain? They're unfortunately being forced today to go to Britain. I hope we can, of course, have some sympathy for my Venezuelans today, because you know what? How could things get worse than being in Britain? Well, the answer is having to invade the rest of Europe. And oh my god, almost the entirety of the world. Oh, immigrants have overrun London. They're probably also going to overrun some more European cities. Wow, that was pretty topical. My videos are pretty topical. They're also pretty terrible. I apologize sometimes. It's obviously all mostly jokes. And the Allies capped. Oh boy, this is not going to be a fun peace deal. All right, there's that peace deal. The Soviets got a lot of the stuff, but I mainly got what I needed, which was North America, obviously. Some little doo-doo-doo-dah islands and stuff. Africa I don't plan to hold, but you know what? Doesn't hurt to have it for the time being. Well, now I have to face off against the Soviets, who have 924 to 2,784 divisions. I didn't get to show this off, though. In the Allied War, they took 30 million casualties, and in their war with Japan, they've taken 40 million casualties. So, ideally, the Soviets shouldn't have too much manpower left. Eventually I should be able to do something against them. So, we'll prepare for that. All right, a bunch of Venezuelans are crossing on their little homemade boats. They're crossing the English Channel, they're going to France. Whew. As if it wasn't bad enough being in England, now they're in France. It's just like things go from bad to worse. There are both surprisingly and concerningly no Soviets. You say, oh, that's a good thing. Well, I'm a little fucking concerned, because where are they? When are they going to turn up and fuck me? That's the question that I'm asking. There are the Soviets. The Soviets are out of manpower, and you know, every division that I kill is another division gone off the front, so I'm slowly whittling them away a little bit. But really, the war is definitely over. With the capitulation of Liechtenstein and Luxembourg, the Comintern's big powerhouses are now gone, so this should just be kind of a cakewalk from here. Like I said, without Liechtenstein, without Luxembourg, the Comintern was just a paper tiger, and I made my breakthrough, and, you know. And, yep, there it is. That is the war. Well, I'll see you after the peace deal. All right, there's the peace deal. Since we're Venezuela and the Western Hemisphere is a Venezuelan hemisphere, it only made sense that my peace deal reflect the fact that the Western Hemisphere is Venezuela. So, you know, if you go far enough west, eventually you end up in Venezuela. Hey, I mean, you can't argue with Western Hemisphere. Western Hemisphere, it's all one big Western Hemisphere, you know? But the Road to 56 mod, you know, it runs really slow, but what are you gonna do? It gives focus trees to literally, like, every country in the game, and I respect that. That's why I played it, because it gave Venezuela a focus tree. I know this video, kind of topical, kind of a little controversial. I mean, it was just kind of stupid. Everything obviously was in jest. This isn't like a serious video. It's just a stupid video. So I hope you enjoy. If you don't, that's fine. And if you do, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Hey, if you don't enjoy it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe too. Why not, right? But I'll see you all in the next video. It won't be as topical as this, hopefully. And hopefully it won't be in the Road to 56 mod. So thank you all so much for joining. I shall see you all in the next video. Peace out.